Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2, and I'm back again with another book review. I just read Why Not Me by Mindy Kaling, and she also wrote Is Everyone Hanging Out Without Me? And actually I'd heard of that one before, and I know her from The Office and the Mindy Project. I was never a fan of The Office, don't hate me, but it didn't really appeal to me, and yet I like Parks and Rec. I don't understand the logic there, but whatever. She's very funny. She's actually a very talented person. And she had a scene with Seth Rogen. Lucky girl. But anyway, it's a very educational book, and just the advice that her advice that she dispenses is quite hysterical and very common sense as well. This actually, I'm going to read the leaflet on the cover, because the cover actually describes it a lot better than I can. She shows her ongoing journey to find contentment and excitement in her adult life, whether it's falling in love at work, seeking new friendships in lonely places, attempting to be the first person in history to lose weight without any behavior modification whatsoever, or, most important, believing that you have a place in Hollywood. And she also talks about empowerment for women, and how she was part of a sorority in college, and that kind of lifestyle and the different sororities. I'm glad I was never in a sorority. I mean, back then, I'm more social now. I was kind of withdrawn. I had a very small circle of friends, but something went very wrong. I was always the intermediary. I was the person that, when something went wrong, I was always the diplomat, the ambassador, the one who fixed everything. So I had to make peace between two warring factions, all brought upon by a pervert in the group. It was over harassment of, the sexual nature, and yeah, I remember now what it was all about, but it was just so stupid. I thought, seriously? But that was when I lost all my friends. I do have some friends, but I guess it wasn't meant to be, but no, well, it made me a better person. They really weren't my friends anyway, from what I could assess and ascertain. Mindy, she speaks a lot about just the Hollywood life and her relationship with her ex. She doesn't call him her husband. She just states that it's complicated. And there was one episode of The Office that she said describes their relationship well, where one of the characters was having a conversation with another one, and he said, "We're soup mates." I mean soulmates, because he had actually written it soup mates, or soup snakes. He had written it soup snakes, and it was supposed to be soulmates. And she said, sometimes we have to settle for soup snakes. I thought, yeah, that's true. And I like the diagram on the back of how her heart's divided. Of course, she has a diagram on the inside of the book of how her brain's divided, and Bradley Cooper's in there. And I thought, yeah, you and me both, girl. You and me both. But so interesting. She was discussed. I remember. I was so happy. Yeah, I didn't like her in 40-Year-Old Virgin. I'm not really a fan of that. Is everyone hanging out with me and other concerns? And she talks about her fears, and I can relate to a lot of the fears that she has, actually. Being of a certain age, and her and dying before her children. Yeah, that's terrible. I don't think that's ever going to happen. I think I'm going to be the latter. I'll actually live long enough to see grandchildren and great-grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren, and be spry enough and witty enough and not have any concerns with my mind, because I think technology is moving to that point where we can overcome a lot of those issues, so to speak. We already are. This is a wonderful book. I absolutely loved it, and I like Mindy. I think Mindy is a really cool person. I'd love to hang out with her. She seems the kind of girl that I could hang out with and just chill and ask her about Hollywood and take a tour of a set, and I would be right at home. At least maybe a little bit anxious at first, because she just seems like she's the type that has it all together. And she specifies, she's very blunt in the book when she speaks about just how how awkward some of the meetings she had were. Like when she was invited to the Oval Office just to be a part of a banquet, and she thought, the president of what? Oh, of the United States. Oh, holy crap. That would be my exact reaction. But it was a very short book, a very short biography, and extremely well written, and I thought it was hysterical. Very, very funny. I knew about Miss Kaling. I knew that she was discussed. I had forgotten that. I thought, oh yeah, that's why I recognize her, and I really like her as discussed in Inside Out, and she's perfect for that role. But that's about all I have to say. So until next time, live long and prosper. Ciao, tutti.